My name is Jason Fabrizio, and today I'll be talking about the issues of AI advancement. Before I begin, I would like to show you two beautiful landscape pictures I have up here, the left being from the Himalaya mountain range in Asia, and the right being the lake waves from Banff National Park in Alberta. I lied to you. The left one is not a real picture at all. It was completely AI generated as of recently. Before I like to begin, I want to explain what artificial intelligence actually is. AI is really just the name that we give for specific computer programs or machines that are able to do tasks without animal or human help. They have something what we believe to be called sentient intelligence, where they can have thoughts and rational thinking without any help or command from a human. How is AI advancing? AI is considered to become more and more human. An example of that is problem solving. It's exhibiting signs of being able to have rational and complex thinking in certain situations and problems. And it's something that the people in the electronic field are calling self-help, where it's actually taking information it finds completely by itself and using it in its own way to solve an issue without any help from a human. Because it's using information from the web that it's found by itself, it's actually considered to be doing it more efficiently than humans are. They seem to have been doing less or close to none mistakes. An example of problem solving in humans would be an inaugural speech given by President Franklin Roosevelt about the Great Depression. He essentially talked about how people need to use their perseverance to overcome situations by using what they have and the resources on demand in order to solve a problem. An example of AI doing the exact same thing would be a program called Woebot. Woebot is a downloadable app that is considered to be an online therapist. It takes information completely by itself from the web about certain mental issues and mental health aspects and can talk live with the patient about the issues they're having and diagnoses them and gives them advice. This is science and about self-help that we saw earlier I explained earlier. You may be wondering though, why is this a problem? How would this affect humanity and why does this even matter? The reason why was because the speed and possible outcomes of AI advancement. Shaky is the first ever AI robot, and it was made anywhere from 1966 to 1972. That's anywhere from 52 to 58 years old. The reason we don't really know who it is or when it was made was because the first ever AI online was made in 1966, and Shaky was then revealed to the public at the SRI Invitational in 1972, and he was made any time in between them by the creators Charles Rosen, Nils Nilsson, and Peter Hart. I have another example of AI advancement where, when given the prompt Barack Obama playing basketball with Donald Trump, the same exact AI created this image on your left in the March of 2023, and then only a year later, through completely by itself, it created this image on the right. There's very clear and distinguishable differences between these two pictures, and this was all done without any help from a human. The reason why I showed those examples, such as the birth of AI and how fast it's grown, is because it's growing much, much faster than humans. To go from simplistic moving items and following routes to complex thinking and problem solving and advanced artistry, it has taken humans 6 million years to go from animalistic behaviors to such level of intelligence. It only took AI at best 60 years to do that. That is 0.001% of the time. AI is evolving way too fast. And that's why I want to talk about the possibilities of the outcomes. A main possibility and a main present threat and fear from humans about AI would be defiance. Defiance is, as mentioned by Commander Thomas Shalif, he talks about how it takes intelligence and sentient thought and emotions to actually understand what the issue is and to understand what's being asked of you, and then to actually go ahead and further have the courage to deny it. The reason why that's so scary is because proper and common forms of defiance would be violence or retaliation. That is not good. AI believing that they can be violent and retaliate towards humans would be very not beneficial to us. That is not good in any way, and that's why I would like to talk about solutions and stopping that from happening. I have two possible solutions given AI's advancement, and one would be a fail-safe method. It would be completely automatic and would be external to AI itself, so that AI couldn't shut it off or deactivate it by itself. And it would really just be a monitoring effect where if AI were to get too advanced or to properly, as I said, defy with violence and retaliation towards humans and its creators, it would completely shut it off, no questions asked, just automatically. Although that may be a big loss of intelligence as we've come so far in creating AI so quickly, it'd be beneficial because AI has been shown to be able to improve rapidly and eventually overtake us, which is a present theory. Another form of solution would be restricted access. The University of California in Berkeley is actually working on this, where they're creating AI that is actually only allowed to help humans. It is it is completely unable to do anything except answer the human's request. And although you may not think that's artificial intelligence, it is still showing signs, as mentioned before, such as self-help and proper thinking and personal problem solving. But it is completely unable to defy a human. So if it were to think of anything negative, then it would be completely, as mentioned before, with the fail-safe shut off. That is all I have for today, and thank you for your time.
Okay, we have some questions for you.
Sure. How valid and reliable are the sources you used? How do you know in which sources didn't work?
I would say that they're quite valuable given that they're mostly .govs or .orgs and also from universities, as mentioned before. Those are very credible sources given that they're fact-checked and stuff and read by other peers. And the reason why I picked some other sources were because they, given the broadness of AI and the possible futures, there was a lot of conspiracy theories that people were having, and it could be taken in many different ways, and that's why I just decided to not use it because it didn't really have a strong basis for me to talk about.
Thank you.
How did you use the conclusions and questions of others to advance your own research?
I took how they formatted their conclusions and how they approached their issues as a way to approach my own. The way that they had went about finding answers, I kind of took a page out of their book and went about finding the same way for mine. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.